Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel. I'm Dr. Sandrilla, your guide to all things web development. Today we are diving into a topic that's a true game changer for your web design skills, that is nothing but HTML tables. So tables are like the unsung heroes of web layout. They can transform a plain web page into a captivating, data-rich experience. Think of them as your secret weapon for creating your stunning grids or informative charts and more. So, whether you're crafting a personal blog or an e commerce site or a professional portfolio, knowing how to wield the power of HTML tables can set your web projects apart from the rest. Okay, so if you're ready to take your web design skills up a notch, you're in the right place. So we'll start with the basics and work our way up to some advanced tricks and techniques that will leave your views in awe. Okay, so before we embark on this HTML adventure, um, um let us hit that subscribe button below and ring the notification bell. That way you won't miss any of our exciting web development tutorials. And if you find this video helpful and inspiring, show me some with a smashing like button. Okay, so let us start or dive into the video. All right, you're ready to unlock the magic of HTML tables. So tables in HTML are used to display the data in a structured grid format. They are made up of rows and columns, and each intersection of this rows and columns is called as a cell. And HTML tables are created using a combination of elements. As I told you, this tables, when we talk about tables, it is nothing but the rows and columns, right? And this rows and columns which forms a cell. The intersection of this row and a column forms a cell. So this HTML tables are created using a combination of elements. So when I write this in the HTML code, we start up with a tag called as table tag, and for table itself, and then under table we have a tag called as tr for table row. This specifies row, table row, and we also have another tag, th tag, which specifies head, table header. And usually in the first row, whichever is displayed, it is called as a table header. And then what we have is table data, that is td. This is another tag that we have in table. So this tells about the data cells. Fine. Let me give you a basic structure of this table. So this is the basic structure of table. As I told you, it starts with the table tag, and under table tag, to create a row, we use this table row. And under table row, this is the first row that we have created. Okay, the row has been opened here and row has been closed only here, because inside row I'm going to create a header, and that is my header 1, and this is my header 2, header 3, and then I close that row. So this all belongs to a single row with multiple columns, that is 3 columns. And again, I have created a table header here in this row. Then I have used another table row, that is my second row, where I have given the data for this header. Okay, so this table defines the entire table. Okay, this element defines the entire table. This element defines a table row. This th defines a table header, which typically found in the first row. Okay, headers are usually bold and centered, And again, I have something called as TD. This element defines a table data cell. Okay, so this is all about the basics of HTML table. Okay, so next what we have is attributes. So there are multiple attributes that are available in table, and very few that I wanted to tell you is these uh, tags, which is very important. The first one is column span. This specifies how many columns a cell should span, and then row span, which specifies the rows of a cell should span, and a border. Okay, so this three is a very important attributes that we use in our table program. So fine. Certainly, here's an example of an HTML table that describes an uh, that displays the information about the book. So I've used the HTML structure to define my program. So I have taken a book information where in the header I've given a book catalog, and here I've used the attribute which I've mentioned you before, that is border. So border can be of any number. So I have given here as 1. Okay, so you can also specify as 1, 2, 3, 4 the thickness of the table, the border thickness, it has to be specified here. I've created a row. Under the row, the first row that I've created is with the header, and this row consists of this table consists of the heading, title, author, genre, year published. So I've closed this first row, and I started with the second row, and I've entered the data for this title, author, genre, and year. So I have entered multiple data. This is one data under second row, and this is other data in the third row, and this is another data in the fourth row, and this is another data in the fifth row. Then I've just closed my table. I've closed my body of the content, and then I've closed my HTML. Okay. So let us run this program. So I'm going to save it as table. So table.html. So this is saved under HTML folder. So I'm just giving save. Let me open it in the web browser. As we navigate it to the web browser, let us see how it has been rendered in the browser. So where is my table? This is my table program. So this is how it looks like. So I'll just change only the border so that you can see the difference. This is the border 1. See if I give border 5. Just save it, and I'm just checking it out again by refreshing it. This is the border with 5. Okay. So this is the first row which has been created, and this, since it is mentioned with TH, it shows with the strong, or it shows with the bold letters, and this all is the second row, third row, fourth row, and the fifth row. All the data has been given in TD, and every row is created, and each row is created and data has been given inside. This is all about a simple creation of a simple table. Hope you understood how to create a table. So let me show you another example with a table with different borders. Okay, so this is an example for a student information table with different borders. So say for example, there I have given only one border, where here I have mentioned with table with border 2, and again table with border 5. So it shows the difference how a table is going to create with this borders. So table with border 20, table with border 10. So let me save this file, and as how I created the table in the previous program, the same way I've created. I've opened the table and I've created a row and 2 header files, and I've given a content. Then I've closed my table. Again, I've opened another table and I've created a border as 5 and 1 row with 2 headers and the data. Again, this is a different table. So I've created 4 tables. Okay, different tables with different sizes. So let us check out how this actually works. Table with borders. Okay, table.html. Table with borders. See, you can find it out here. Student information table with different borders. So with the border 2, it displays like this. Border 5, it displays like this. And border 10, it displays like this. And border 20, it displays like this. Okay, so this is a simple example to create a table in HTML where you can change as how it is required for your web layout. Okay, so I've also shown you with the different borders too. So we'll wind up with this and we'll continue. There are multiple things that has to be learnt in table. So I have not used any of I have used only one attribute, and we'll be continuing the same session in the next forthcoming sessions too, okay, with the same topic. So keep in touch. Thank you.